Well, if you've been in leadership for any length of time, it didn't take you long to discover that some people are stuck in a rut. They like the way they've always done it, and their comfort zone is way too small. And we use the term comfort zone because it gets kicked up in the dust when we start to initiate or suggest change. And we find people starting to resist. Now, we could talk for a few minutes about how to lead others to expanding or hopefully getting out of their comfort zone. And we hear that phrase a lot, don't we? You need to get out of your comfort zone. Well, I'm going to challenge that expression. I don't think we should. I really don't think we should try to get people to get out of their comfort zone. And I'm going to suggest that you don't try to get out of your comfort zone. I know it's different than what everybody else says. But here's what I'd like you to think about. When we try to get out of our comfort zone, we get into a place of fear and discomfort and anxiety, and we stop trusting our own intuition, and we stop learning what we really need to learn in order to grow. Instead of getting out of the comfort zone, I want to suggest that we expand the comfort zone. Well, let me give you an example. There are some people who have a comfort zone that's about this big. It's the way we've always done it. I'm really good at it, and I feel safe there. There are a few of us whose comfort zones get about this big. And we've got a lot of room in there, and we're very, very confident, and we like this place. We're willing to try things we've never done before, but with limits. And then there are people whose comfort zones are way out of this world. You know, most of us run in circles, and there are a few who just orbit around the rest of us. So what do we do to expand the comfort zone? Well, look at this. You have a goal that you would like to achieve, but that goal is way outside of your comfort zone. So what do? We try to build bridges from that comfort zone to the goal. Bridges are typically shortcuts. I'll give you a quick example. The goal might be a financial goal. And so somebody in a small comfort zone, seeing that financial goal out there, wants to build a quick bridge, and so they do the shortcut. They go and they buy a lottery ticket, or they rob the piggy bank, or they take money out of their retirement fund, whatever it may be, in order to have the goal. But that doesn't necessarily satisfy them. In fact, all they've done is disrupted a better plan, and really, they've upset their own comfort. So what do we do to reach that goal? Well, instead of taking shortcuts, I say push the boundaries, the limits of your comfort zone out a little bit. Don't get out of the comfort zone, just stretch the comfort zone. Now, the best way to do this is to first start asking better questions, because the questions you ask will begin to initiate something that's deep down inside that's always been there. It's been there since you were a kid. And it's called creative imagination. And when you start thinking creatively, you begin to discover there are some things you could do that you'd be willing to do. So you ask, who do I need to talk to? What do I need to learn? What would happen if I did it this way instead of that way? How about? And every question you ask stretches your thinking. And pretty soon that comfort zone begins to expand. But it doesn't expand far enough because thinking about it alone doesn't really change anything. It just sets you up for a change. Where do we see the real comfort zone stretch? It's when you start to test those ideas. You take some action on those ideas. It is the trial run of something I've never attempted before. And the attempting begins to show you that you can achieve, or you can adapt, adjust, and do it more effectively. Pretty soon that circle begins to grow. Here's what I've learned. When my competence level begins to rise, my confidence level rises with it. I can't get out of my comfort zone and be confident that I'll achieve that goal because I'm a little nervous about what might happen. I'm a little hesitant about the risks. But when I learn how to do things differently and I practice them to the point that they become very natural for me, guess what? My comfort zone has grown and that confidence level becomes stronger. So here's what we want to do. We want to expand the comfort zone to the point that it now encompasses and includes the goal. No shortcuts. It takes time. But eventually, everything I was hoping for is realized. Now, how does this fit into the way you lead people? Well, ask yourself, am I modeling this very method for those that I'm leading? Am I showing them how they too can grow? They're watching you. They're watching me. And what we give them as an example will be the method that they will follow. And we've got to give them time as well. No more shortcuts. Quit trying to get out of your comfort zone. Just make it bigger.